Yeah, and as we speak, there's another sighting of a small boat. It's heading from the French side of the channel towards the English side. It's about to make that sort of crossing point, and once it does get into UK waters, then it will be picked up by, there's a Border Force vessel just waiting on the line for it now, and so we'll be over 600 then that have come across in one day. As I say, this is now the record for this year, and we did notice actually for a few weeks numbers weren't as high as we were expecting now that we're in the summer, but I think that was possibly down to the fact that you'll remember just a few weeks back there was a very big international operation that targeted people smugglers, those who were supplying the boats. And the National Crime Agency, who were leading that operation, said that you will notice, for the short term at least, an impact because they won't have the same supply of boats. Well, it looks like the people smugglers, with their multi-million pounds trade, too valuable not to continue with that trade, have managed to get more boats from a different supplier.
Is there anything really radical, Mark? I mean, heavens above, we've got Rwanda. How much more radical a plan can you get? But, I mean, you can see why whoever is the next Prime Minister wants to make an instant impression, not least to the people that put them there. Is there something that we're missing? Is there a plan that Rishi Sunak or Liz Truss could really go with to deal with the Channel migrant crisis? Well,
I mean, the Rwanda plan would work if it was ever allowed to succeed by the courts, and if they sent effectively every single person that came across, they said you're going to Rwanda, then it would be a disincentive, wouldn't it? If you think you're coming across to be sent to Rwanda, it could probably work. But it's not practical for so many different reasons. The only real way of stopping them coming across is to get the French on board in a way that they're not thus far, to stop them all, to flood those beaches with more security personnel, to stop the boats going off in the first place. And they're doing it, but not to the extent that it will have any meaningful impact on the overall numbers.
We'll just send 500 security guards with needles to puncture boats. I mean, I know it's a silly suggestion, but do you know what I mean?
But it's not as silly as you think. Just armed with some kind of sharp implement, enough numbers on the beach so that if they were to get attacked, they would have enough personnel to deal with it. And then you just go along and you puncture these inflatables so that they can't put to the water in the first place. But, it's a massive job. You would have to commit to it for a period of time in order to smash the people smugglers model for them not to consider doing it.